Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I got Nick Burafedo on the phone from Link2 on the phone this morning. Link2, my sponsor, that is. And listen to what he had to say about Circle coming up. Okay, everybody, I'm checking the volumes while I introduce Nick Burafedo from Link2, who is under the weather. He's feeling rough, but he came on to tell me about what they got, what Link2 has going on with Circle. But first, before you tell me that, I wanted you to tell me about what your thoughts are on Ripple's pinned tweet about how the stablecoin market could be 2.8 trillion by 2028.
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for having me. Ripple has, if anybody doesn't know this, go to Ripple's X account. They pinned this tweet when they announced they were going to do a stablecoin. And it literally says, and I quote, the stablecoin market is booming around 150 billion today and projected to soar past 2.8 trillion by 2028, which is, 4 years away. And then they go on to say there's a clear demand for trust, stability, and utility. I think that's like an 18x from where it is now. So the stablecoin market is just absolutely a monster, and Ripple notices that, and that's why they're jumping in. But we know that, obviously, Circle is doing incredibly well with the stablecoin market right behind Tether.
Yeah.
So, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to come on today was I want to talk a little bit about Circle. It's been in the news. A lot of outlets have reported this. Circle is moving from Ireland to the U.S. in preparation for their IPO. So, a lot of people may have seen that already. The other thing is they put a moratorium on the trading of shares in the secondary market. So we're unable to obtain any more shares in Ripple. They could lift that prior to their exit to the public market, but we're not anticipating it. We expect this is probably the last time we're going to be able to offer Circle. We offered up about half of it on Wednesday, and it completely sold out. So we'll be putting the rest of our the rest of our Circle supply on the Link2 platform throughout the day today.
Okay.
So anyone looking to increase their Circle position or take a Circle position, this is the time. I mean, I cannot tell you that we're ever going to have it again. So I would definitely get on the Link2 platform. If you want Circle, you want to increase your position, get on there today. 8 a.m. Pacific time is when it will start to drop. And what we'll do is we'll probably launch it in different tranches throughout the day, so the different time zones all have a chance.
Well, I didn't even realize Circle had been out of Ireland. That's news to me. But now they're moving to the U.S.
Yeah, which is, look, a lot of any companies that you see, and not all, but in a lot of cases, when companies are foreign, they'll typically come to the U.S. to go public because there's just so much more money here in the United States. So that's a very typical move of a company when they're going to go to a public market is to come to the United States.
When I was a younger man, me and some friends went over to Ireland, and I was in a pub, and a girl told me that I needed to tie buckets around my ankles to catch all the shite I was talking. True story.
I have heard you tell that story before. That is so great.
And I didn't even know that they called it shite over there.
They do. I watch a lot of foreign programs, and that's absolutely what they call it, for sure. Yeah.
But she was right.
I bet, for sure. Hey, also, what I'd also like to just say before I go is, there's a lot of listeners on your channel that have been sitting back for years listening to you talk about Link2, and I'm sure they've been saying, I intend to do it. Come on over. Come on over to Link2, sign up, get verified, get your accreditation verified. If you want to invest in private equity, we welcome you to come on over and see what Link2 is all about. And we're here to answer any questions that you have. But don't wait, because these companies, the IPO market is absolutely opened up in 2024 and 2025. So it'll be a very exciting time. So come on over to LinkedIn.
All right, thanks for coming on, Nick. Okay, while I'm doing this, by the way, so my son is graduating, and I'm doing a slideshow of all the pictures of him. All this time we've been raising this kid, and so while I'm doing this video, and in my last video, I was moving files over, and I was moving files around while I was doing it, while I was doing the video, like when I was playing a video. And it really irritated some people, the sound of that file being moved. So if you hear the sound, if you hear a file being dropped into a folder, that's what you're hearing, is pictures of my son. Now, back in 2000, probably 18, 19, I was doing videos where I was tying PayPal and Elon Musk and Jed McCaleb and Ripple and the PayPal Mafia and all the stuff, tying all this stuff together. And I caught so much criticism. And I even went back to Elon Musk's obsession with X and how he owned X.com. I do not remember ever finding information that Chris Larson owned X before him. But I saw this from this King Karen guy. It says Chris Larson co-founded Witchell Company, XCOM Corp, Prosper Witchell co-founded Prosper Marketplace. I don't remember ever seeing this. And then this Amelia person had put out this tweet as well about Chris Larson, this same clip, and then they asked Grok X's AI the same question. Chris Larson's quite a visionary. He also had a good sense to snag the X domain before Elon Musk came along and made it a part of his grand plan for world domination. With Larson's visionary moves in Ripple, anyway, I've always felt like somewhere in that wood pile we would find a connection.
Some crypto regulation bills.
This is Thinking Crypto. He set up to do a podcast in, I guess, DC.
Some crypto regulation bills, one couple in the House, one for market structure, one for stablecoins. Senator Lummis and Gillibrand have a version in the Senate. There's a vote coming up for the one in the House pretty soon. What are your thoughts? Do you think that will help in saying, SEC, here's your job, CFTC, here's your job, and let's move forward?
Yeah, I think you're exactly putting your finger on what would be helpful to have Congress tell us, whether they want us to be doing a particular piece of this or whether they want CFTC or potentially another regulator. And so we do answer to Congress. We're supposed to operate within the bounds that Congress sets for us. And so I'm always enthusiastic when I see Congress saying, hey, we want to give you some guidance on where to go. So that's helpful. Again, sure. We'll see what happens, and I'm excited to see what this year brings.
Maybe it'll bring your boss getting fired. Now, this is one of the things where I'm always coming from on why would anybody own Bitcoin instead of XRP? This is one of the many reasons.
Let's make a quick comparison here. Bitcoin is trading at $62,000 right now. So basically, if you buy 1K, it's gonna give you a very small amount of Bitcoins. And let's say Bitcoin makes a 10x. Bitcoin makes a 10x. That's gonna take Bitcoin to 620K. In order for you to 10x your money, you're gonna make 10 grand. Does that sound realistic for you, considering that it's an outdated technology? The boat has left a long time ago. They don't want you to know this, but the time for making life-changing gains with Bitcoin, it's over a long time ago. Now, with the same amount, you buy XRP at 50 cents. Let's say you buy 1K in XRP. If you buy 1K in XRP, that's going to give you 2,000 XRP, basically. You're going to get 2,000 XRP with 1K at 50 cents. If XRP is to go to $50, you're going to make 100K. Now, what sounds more realistic for you? Bitcoin to 620K, which is 10x from the current levels, or XRP to $50? Remember, XRP has real world utility. XRP to $50 is far more realistic because you're going to be enabling most of the world transactions. You're going to be solving a real world problem, which happens to be cross-border payments. While here, the boat has left a long time ago, and there's no chance for retail investors to really make substantial gains with Bitcoin. So just make your choices wisely.
See, I love it. He's on to it. And then Dark Defender comes in with this again at 6M time frame. XRP is here. I've shared all my knowledge here. Look at the, he says, this is one of the final masterpieces here for you to see. He's not giving you a number, but if you look, there's a glitch going on right now on X where you can't make these things go away. I don't understand it. But anyway, if you look at his arrow is pointing to, for his Grand Wave 3, is pointing above $100. What's going on, Dark Defender? Then here's Perry Ann Boring reacting to the passage of the SOB 121.
Hey guys, this has been just such an incredible day. I've been on the Hill all day long. I'm here with over 100 other crypto advocates. We've spent the day getting support for the digital asset legislation that we're driving to bring clarity to our industry. What happened today was truly incredible. The Senate voted to nullify SOB 121, or the SEC's staff accounting bulletin. That's absolutely just disastrous for the digital asset space, which also procedurally was flawed. There were over 60 votes for this bill. It is, Senator Cynthia Lummis said this is historic. The reason why she said that is because it's very, very difficult to ever get 60 votes on anything. And we got 60 votes on an issue that impacts the digital asset space. This is a watershed moment. There were 12 Democrats that voted in support for this bill. Just bear with me for a minute so I can walk you through why that's such a big deal. The president, Joe Biden, had issued a statement earlier saying that he will veto this bill. Essentially what he's doing is he's telling the Democrats he doesn't like it, he's not going to support it, he's going to veto it. And it's kind of like a nudge to the party of, hey, don't vote in support of this bill. This bill went forward in the House last week. 21 Democrats broke rank and voted in support of the bill. Today, 12 Democrats voted in support of this bill in the Senate, including Chuck Schumer. Schumer is the Senate majority leader. He is the second most powerful Democrat in the country, only second to the President Joe Biden himself, which means right now I am sure the White House is rethinking their strategy, rethinking their position to have Chuck Schumer vote for this in support. It is definitely a big deal. We 100% have a chance of getting this done, getting this across the finish line.
Chuck Schumer, if you've got him, this thing, I'm going to skip this one. If you've got him, man.
Joint initiative.
This is Russia, China.
Move bilateral settlements in national currencies has had a great effect on our trade, and 90% of all settlements are done in ruble and yuan. We've just been discussing the further directions of our cooperation, all in the interests of Russia's and China's joint initiative.
You got the picture. Then we got Ryan Selk is saying the floodgates are about to open. You want us to take our foot off the gas? House Democrats better whip up 100 votes for the Fit 21 Act, because I assure you that's as good as it's going to get for the Dems. Keep pushing. All right. And then I retweeted this and I was like, well, when I was growing up, because he's talking about he hopes somebody can moderate a discussion between him and Novogratz. Novogratz is like a I accidentally said Nova Rats, no pun intended. We share similar values, hairstyles, and visions for crypto, and it would anyway. Novogratz is trying his best to rationalize how in the world he could vote for these people that are in office that are anti-crypto, and I think Ryan Selkis is trying to say we need to talk. Well, folks, this is the first time in my life where I've seen a party, it's almost like they are going out of their way to piss off their entire voter base. It's almost like they feel like they've got some other voter base coming in at the border or something, or maybe that they're giving relieving of their free student debt, and maybe they can get them to buy votes by doing that. But they sure as hell aren't listening to their constituents, and that's a mistake. I'm just surprised. Elizabeth Warren, I'm telling you, Elizabeth Warren is going to be considered the new Coke of politics. That's where this is going. All right, in DAIXRP.com, we got more. I want to show you just how crazy some of these lunatics at the, I can't say it, but some of these lunatics, at that thing that starts with a D or a W and ends in an F, and it's 3 letters. I'm going to show you some other things. That guy that I showed, I keep asking, where are the good guys in all this? Talk more about them. All right. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends and family. Here we